Hey, good day, guys. There was an article posted just the other day in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, and it was talking about the convenience of SMS messages or text messages as compared to a traditional conversation. So in the article, one of the people that was interviewed, her name was Judy. Judy talks about being from Texas. In Texas, people have a tendency, the way she explains it, to be long-winded. So if she has to answer a phone call or do something along those lines where she actually has to communicate with someone, she has found it easier to use SMS messages or text messaging rather than carry on that conversation with people via the phone conversation. Jody says that she texts about 75% of the time now via her phone rather than the traditional phone conversations, and that only 25% of the work she does on her phone is actually communicating via voice. Anyone who's in a position of authority understands the struggle of time management and how convenient it is or how easy it is just to reply to a text message rather than have to answer the phone, stop what you're doing, drop all of the focus and put it into whoever's calling you at that specific moment in time. It is easy and it is convenient to be able to jump on the phone, bloop, 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 put in your texts and away you go because the communication gets transferred. We can say effectively, but depends on the information we're trying to pass along. Judy did make one really big statement that I do want to read to you. She said, "I don't like being put on the spot. If someone asks for a favor, you can think about it a little bit longer." And this is in regards to replying with a text message rather than someone calling you and you answering the phone call. What she said is extremely true. Having the ability to take the time you need to self-edit and figure out what your response will be is a good tool to utilize, especially in a leadership position. However, when you go and you're doing things via text message, you're losing a lot of the information that could be portrayed. You're not getting the 55% of the information being portrayed via nonverbal communication. You're also not getting the 38% that is communicated when there's tone involved. All you're getting is the language, the 7% of available information that's coming in via that text message. Self-editing is a skill that we pick up as we grow. As we learn what's socially acceptable or as we learn what other people are doing and the reactions they're getting in response to those behaviors, we will start to self-edit and change the way we talk or the things we say or how we say them to get the best result from the end conversation. Being able to self-edit before you reply via text message is the same as stopping mid-conversation and self-editing when you're having that face-to-face. The difference is that you're still losing all of that information, the nonverbal 55% and the tone 38%. So the information that comes in, you're only getting that small amount of information to then make your judgment and build your reply. So if you have an employee that's not very happy or that you don't necessarily have the highest thoughts for, and that employee messages you or sends you an email, and you take the time to read it, you look at it, you read it, you figure out what your response is going to be, and you respond. Well, the way that you read that text message or that email may not have been the way that it was intended. And that's important because your reply, even though it was self-edited to get the best result, may still be wrong because we didn't know how the tone was or what the emphasis was being placed on as that information came to us. And that's a hard spot to be because there's a lot that can change just based upon the way we say a word, especially in the context of an employee whom you may not see eye to eye with, or an employee who may not see eye to eye with you as the supervisor. So utilize the convenience of text messaging when you're talking to people, but understand that if something is of a higher priority level, or there could be the opportunity for something to be misconstrued, I would urge you to take a minute and reach out to that person and speak to them, either video conference or by phone, so that you can gather more information and not put your foot in your mouth as the manager or supervisor having to deal with someone based upon your perception alone. To learn more about nonverbal communication and the baselines of behavior, jump on over to www.primarysc.com. The link will be in the description. And you can pick up your free ebook there too. You can pick up Baselines of Behavior, The Art of Nonverbal Communication. It's a free ebook. All you got to do is put your email address in there and it'll be sent right over to you. I appreciate you guys taking the time to check out the channel and the video today. I look forward to hearing your feedback on the book once you grab it over at the website. You can also check out our Facebook or LinkedIn profile. The descriptions will be below, as well as the link to the article that we spoke about today. All right, guys, thank you for your time.